Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to New York, guys. We've got World of T-Shirts singing us the national anthem for his New York journey, his arc of his life, the transfer from being just a normal TikTok man to being the world-renowned alcoholic of New York, and most likely the second most famous person on TikTok, right under Daniel Larson, arguably. I mean, this guy is an absolute beauty. We're going to check out some of the things that he's done. Thankfully, he's not as bad as Daniel Larson. And let's hope that that statement is true. So who exactly is World of T-Shirts? World of T-Shirts, also known as Joshua Block, is a TikTok influencer, so he calls himself. He's pretty famous in New York after he moved there and made his defining video on TikTok of him singing the song that's at the start of the video right there, where he's singing that in a DJ club. He sings that song on TikTok, gains a huge amount of followers. And this is when he moves to New York. And I mean, yeah, he's a pretty famous guy down there. Now you're probably thinking the exact same thing that I am right now. Is this going to be Joshua's stripper arc? Am I going to be seeing him at my local downtown strip club wearing nice hot pink high heels and a purple frilly dress? Guys, I really do think that we are. I mean, who just starts spinning on a pole in the subway? I mean, I don't know if you guys live in New York, but I don't. And if I saw this on a train where I live, you can catch me jumping out that window. I'm having none of this. Either I'm jumping out the window or I'm taking a handsaw out of my pocket. I'm taking off the top of the pole. I'm taking off the bottom of the pole and he's going through the window with me. I'm not playing around. And what's even more insane is this isn't even the wildest thing that Joshua has done. I mean, there's literally a video circulating of him licking the floor of the subway. He's licking the floor. Yeah, you heard that right. You heard it completely right. He's licking the floor of the subway. You know what? I'm just gonna just watch the video. What did I just watch? Why? Like, why? Why do you feel the need to do this and then post it? Like, is this some new kink? Am I gaining knowledge that I didn't know before? I'm not gonna lie. Joshua reminds me of the kid that would sit in the back of the class, picking up and smelling his Pokemon cards, trying to show the popular girl what kind of Pikachu he got back when he visited McDonald's with his mom. This guy is the absolute epitome of a bum in New York. This is the image of homeless people in New York. This is why us Canadians do not want to go to America. This is exactly where the American stereotypes come from. If this guy, this Daniel Larson copycat wannabe brother, I mean, they even met in person. I just remembered that. They met in person. Daniel Larson and Joshua Block met in person. There's an entire video on it. There's an entire like interview, meetup, and everything. It's just insane. So let's go back and take a look at Joshua Block's history a little bit. Where did he start? How did he become so famous on, Instagram, TikTok? What does his fan base look like? And what exactly does he post on his social medias? So Joshua does have a whopping 122,000 followers just on his Instagram. Now keep that in mind. This is just on his Instagram. His TikTok has a lot more than this. But the other thing is that this you guys, Instagram also has almost 3,000 posts. A total of 3,000 posts. And I swear, man, literally 3/4 of these are just from New York. Another thing I wanted to point out as well is that Josh has a specific link in his bio, starts with an O, has an F in it, ends with an S. You know, I'm really gonna hope it isn't real. I don't want another Nikocado avocado moment where we see some random man's butthole, some brown starfish on the internet. I really don't need that happening to me. I'm very, very, very traumatized, and I don't need to be traumatized anymore.
It's tikka masala. Woo! That Indian heat. Woo! My mouth's on fire. Woo!
Somebody get me the nearest email, phone number, fax machine, office, home address so I can contact T-Pain over on twitch.tv and get this guy a contract with a music label. I mean, oh my god, man. This is just a beautiful, beautiful snippet. We can get this into a remix. I bet this could hit higher than Taylor Swift's new album right now. We're gonna create an entire Spotify profile for this. I'm gonna get this in clubs around Europe. It's gonna be absolutely amazing, guys. Tiki Masala. Woo. We're gonna name it Tiki Masala. That's gonna be the name. But anyway, if you scroll down to the bottom of Joshua's TikToks, he used to make some decent videos. I mean, this guy used to be extremely nice. There was no alcohol content. There was no licking the floors of a New York subway. Yuck. But I mean, Joshua used to be a great kid. Like, some of these videos are extremely wholesome. I haven't seen any bad videos when scrolling through his bottom ones. I mean, there are some which are pretty concerning, but we won't talk about those at all. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, we're about to get into a crazy Joshua Block arc. This is what I like to call the Sprite Cranberry arc. You just watch the video. We're gonna get into this.
You want a Sprite cranberry? Want a Sprite cranberry?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I can't even tell if he's running or if he's walking. I mean, this guy moves slower than a grandma on a Tuesday afternoon trying to get her groceries in time for her dying husband who's laying on the bed in the house. I mean, man, come on, man. Joshua, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's going into stores saying, "You want a Sprite cranberry?" I think it's absolutely hilarious. It's got to be one of the best pranks that I've ever seen on YouTube since Jake Paul did his vines back when he couldn't fight. He still can't fight, but that's besides the point. Joshua is a pretty funny guy. I mean, he's not like Daniel Larson. He's not, laying on the streets, going after Grace Vanderwalt, thankfully. Oh, God. Thank you, Joshua, for not being a PDF file and not being in jail for federal counts. Thank you, Joshua. Joshua is the best, man. Like, his earlier TikToks were so funny, and then he just went into the drinking arc. The drinking arc. The captain's hat drinking arc. So Joshua was born in the United States, and as I was talking about earlier, he moved to New York, specifically Long Island, I think is where he lives. But most of his videos are seen around Times Square in the touristy famous areas. But that happened in 2022 when he moved down to New York. Not sure where he does originally live in United States. I don't know where he was born, but he was born on August the 7th, 2001, which is actually 2 days after my birthday, so I'm very grateful that I get to be in the same month as an absolute genius. I mean, this guy is up there with Nelson Mandela and Albert Einstein. He's an absolute insanely famous and rich, and oh god, he's so cool. He's also a Leo, same sign as me, but this makes Joshua 22 years old, and he will actually be turning 23. But without further ado, we have to get into the Captain's Hat drinking arc. You guys are gonna love this. It is absolutely hilarious. I mean, it's on par with the licking the New York street subways arc. All right. I mean, this has got to be better than the video of him licking the subway floor. It's just absolutely hilarious. I had to add this because this just goes right into the lore. This is exactly what I was talking about. Daniel Larson and Joshua Block met up IRL, and I gotta say, guys, this might be the new power couple. Coming out of the right corner like I'm Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I mean, this is an absolute banger of a video. I'm pretty sure this is when he visited Paris, when he had his little Paris arc, before or after the Vegas arc, which happened after the New York arc. This guy's got a lot of arcs. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more than Daniel Larson. They're just not on the same level. I mean, this guy's like Goku when he powered up to Ultra Instinct Mastered against Jiren. Like, it's just absolutely insane. He's biting a balloon, and then the second part of the video reminds me when I was a kid finding out that caterpillars aren't, just gummy worms that are alive. It's bringing me very traumatic events of my life.
Hey Daniel Larson, I just wanted to let you know I started doing Grace Vanderwall, you fat-nosed fuck. She loves the rhythm of my tism, and I can't wait to tag team with her. Quinn.
I take every single word that I have said back throughout this video. This might be the second coming of Daniel Larson. This might be Daniel Larson's clone resurrected into the hell spawn of Satan and Poseidon. I mean, what? Kinda. I mean, I understand it's a cameo. Josh, World of T-Shirts, King of New York, the famous singer of New York in the streets. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? I'm pretty sure at this time Grace Vanderwall was not a child. She is like 20 something, if I remember in my last video I made. I believe so. But still, I mean, it's just... I like the joke at the end, the rhythm of my tism. That's gotta be a hit with the ladies. I bet he goes on Tinder dates when uses that line and oh my god, just boom, kablow. Instantly you want to go back to the hotel room with this man. I mean, I would do it. I'm not gay, but so we're not gonna do it. But if I was a girl, oh God help me, Lord help me, I would be going right into the bedroom. I'm not really sure about YouTube's policy on alcohol on these videos, so we're going to completely stay out of that lane. We're not going to post any videos of him drinking, being drunk, throwing up, because there is videos of him throwing up online. But if you want to check those out, I really, really do encourage you to do a little bit of research on your own about this guy. He's not as bad as Daniel Larson, but there's still some instances where some of the stuff that he says is a little bit bad. I do believe that Joshua does have some disabilities. I'm not sure if they're disabilities, mental issues, disorders. It could be, it could be autism, could be ADHD. I'm not familiar with any of these. So, if you guys, if you have the tism, if you've got the rhythm with the tism, comment down below and let me know if I'm right or wrong. I'd love to learn some rhythm of the tism.
Yeah!
I've seen enough. I don't want to hear anything out of you guys. I want this guy on a contract right now. Jojo CY, you better hit this man up. Get him in one of the next your YouTube videos. This guy's going hard right now to Ice Spice. Ice Spice would be insanely proud. I need to see him do the Ice Spice dance. I don't want it, I need it. The world needs it right now. Joshua, if you're watching this video, please do the Ice Spice dance. Please, I'm begging you. Somebody get this guy on Dancing with the Stars. He's gonna win the top prize. Even American Idol, this guy would win. He's just the best dancer. For context, he is drunk during this. As you can tell, you know, I think it's pretty obvious, but if you didn't know, I'm telling you now, you're welcome. Oh my God, you're so welcome, I know. I'm so great for telling you this just absolutely life-changing information. Without further ado, guys, I do think this is a great spot to end the video. I really appreciate if you did watch all the way through, and if you do still have questions about Joshua Block, or also known as World of T-Shirts, don't be shy. Feel free to comment down below, and I'll do my absolute best to answer every comment I can. I only get 5 comments, not even, so I will probably answer them. But if you do have questions, yeah, let me know. I could make another video. There's just not a lot to comment on this guy. I mean, he's not really a bad person, and there's not a lot of bad things to comment on, so it's not like I can make a whole video flaming this guy. Not like I want to. I do a little bit. But yeah, like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. My Daniel Larson one did pretty well, so I'm gonna hope that this one does well also. Anyway, ladies, gents, frogs, dogs, cats, foxes, whatever the hell you are, have a good morning, lunch, dinner, night, evening. Yeah, goodbye.